Hey everyone, it's Chelsea from Personal Touch Scrapbooking, and today I'm going to do a room tour. I've wanted to do a room tour for a long time, and my last room tour I think was a couple years ago, so a lot has changed since then. You will be able to see here I have a light up there because we are in winter here in Canada and it gets dark super early, so I just thought it might be helpful to have some extra light in the room. We'll see how that goes. Try not to be too shaky for you. This is my studio. It is a 8x10 space, so not super big. It is where I work. I work from home. I have my own business, so I'm in here probably most days, every day. And so I'm just going to walk you through how I have some of my stuff stored. So since I do this as a business, I do have a lot of stuff. I probably wouldn't have this much if I just did it as a hobby. Up here I have a whole bunch of those little boxes, those photo boxes from Michaels. Those are all full of cards I have made. I really need to clean them out and give them away or something. Sell them. I have some old Close to My Heart inks that are no longer in the catalog. These are all my stamps. I love the Close to My Heart large organizers for stamps and embossing folders and all those kinds of things. So these are the large organizers. I have 4 up there. And yes, I have 3 more there. And yes, I have 2 more large and a medium there. So these ones hold probably 45, I think it says 40, but I hold at least 45 to 50 Close to My Heart stamp sets in each of those. And then in here, this one, I have other brands. Okay, so here is that container. I have very few wood-mounted stamps, but the few that I really love and don't want to get rid of, I have them in here like that. And then I have the stamp pockets, which I think a lot of people have since Jennifer Maguire has done her videos. And I just have them, I don't have any white cardstock behind them. I just have them slipped into the pockets, and then most of them are labeled with the company and the name of the stamp. These ones don't fit, so I have them just slid down here in the side. I have a couple sets of Stampin' Up! Ones in here. Some of the Donna Downey ones. These come in zip-top bags, so I didn't feel like I needed to change that. On here, I actually keep a list of what's in the box so that when I take all my stamps to retreats, I can quickly kind of just do inventory and I know how many sets and what should be in that box. And the reason I love these organizers so much is they nest on top of each other, whether it's the large, the medium, or the small, and they stack up so nice, they carry so nice, and actually carry a lot in them. So I will put this back and then keep showing you around my room. So I'll keep going here. I have a box of manila tags since, I use them for classes and making takes. I have ATG refills, business cards are back there. All my filing in there. I have down here is a project that I'm working on for my grandma, so all the paper and page protectors are there. Extra trimmer, extra plates for my Cuttlebug and my Big Shot. A couple of rolls down there in that bottom corner of Hazel and Ruby tissue paper, and I have a roll of glitter paper from Michaels. And then all the way down here at the bottom, there's more cards. Those are tags I've made. Work in progress albums, so just layouts as I've made them. An empty album that I'm going to put my Hawaii trip into. And then this brown album is the project that I'm working on for my grandma. And I kind of have some more albums and things that are waiting to be filled. This is kind of junky down here, but it's just like some magazines and things like that. The scary corner in here is all my bags and things for toting my stuff to crops or retreat, that kind of thing, or going to classes to teach. This is where I keep my foam core board for photographing and extra foam core for doing other things with. This is a big 100-pack card of cardstock, a little caddy that I put stuff in to take it down to my classroom. My printer, Cards that I've made. I know I really got to clear out some of those cards. And then the project that I'm working on for my grandma, all the stuff is in there. And then in this tall organizer, I have the drawers all labeled. So I got binding coils in that first one. I also have extension posts for my albums, extra adhesive, craft mats, tools. So this is like extra scissors, my brayers, those kind of things. In here I have paints and glitter. So, and I also have like my Pitt pens and things like that. They didn't really fit anywhere else. And in here is embellishments. Basically, I know this is it's really full, but all my bling, packs of bling and all that kind of stuff is in there. I have a very loose organizational system, as you can see. Punches, just thrown in there like that. So this in here are like some bags, some parchment paper, gloves, squeeze bottles, extra felts and foams, and just all that kind of extra stuff you need to do something with. It's probably really dark under here, but if you can see that, I have 2 Tim Holtz binders of stamps. I have my Diane Reevely stamps, and these 2 binders are full of close to my heart alphabet stamps. Below that I have wooden frames and mirrors from IKEA and Michaels, and some extra canvases. This one over here I just recently emptied out and took all my binders downstairs to store that have like all my paperwork and stuff in. So there's just a hole punch and some drywall filler in there, because I use that for my mixed media. Down here is like my office supply stuff. I have, you know, paper clips, rubber bands, all that kind of stuff in there. And in here, I don't have this labeled yet because it's kind of a mishmash. This is like, you know, junk drawer for things that I don't know what I want to do with them yet. They just kind of go in there. Or, you know, like artwork samples and things that I need to keep handy. This is more like newer, close to my heart products that don't really have another home, or stuff that I know I'm going to want to put out on display, artwork that I want to put on display. Down here are things that I'm keeping for prizes. In here I have my little OttLite back there because I hardly ever use it, an extra trimmer, and my Prima journal. I think I'm going to use this for the new Inspiration Wednesday class that Donna's doing. And then on top of my little desk arm here, I have craft mat. This is actually barbecue mat that I got from Costco, and I cut it up and put it on with score tape, like the Sookwang tape. It's just taped down to my desk. And my very old, very ghetto Big Shot. And here I have a basket of newer stamps and dies and things that I know I want to use in the near future because I haven't used them yet. And, oh sorry, I was out of frame. And if I put these away, I need to use them first, so it kind of gets locked into my memory that I have those. Behind that is my close to my heart ink tower, markers. I have my water brushes down in there. And that's that. And then up here I have, I don't know if it will focus, coloring. So this is all like my art mediums, my India ink. There's some pigment powders, there's Prismacolor pencils, watercolor sets, all that kind of jazz, my Inktense watercolor pencils, all that goes in there. And then this one is mediums. So this mostly, I have like some coffee filters for embossing and stuff. I have extra palettes and cups that I use for classes. And then I have resin and all my spray sealers, spray adhesives, all that kind of stuff. Basically all the tall bottles that wouldn't fit anywhere else. And then down here, I made little risers out of the foam core board, which I saw on, I think it was Cece's channel. But I just put all my mediums out here, which I think I'm gonna love because then I can see them and they're right there and I will use them. So I'm running out of space. I will switch my memory cards and come back and show you the rest. Okay, I'm back. Got a fresh memory card in there. says I have like 2 hours. Should be able to get this done in 2 hours. Okay, so I kind of covered everything that's in the cube shelf here. This is one of the smaller expedite shelves from IKEA. Now it's called the Calyx, I think is what it's called now, but IKEA still has those kind of cube shelving that fits like 12 by 12. I'm sure you've seen in other videos, there's a piece of art that I made with a photograph. Here is my creative play book that I do every month. I do like 3 spreads for a class. My cinch machine. Behind that, I keep my close to my heart re-inkers. My Big Bite case. I don't keep the Big Bite in there. I just got the case and found out that you have to take the little feet off the Big Bite to make it go in there, which I'm not going to do unless I'm taking it somewhere. So my Cuddle Bug, and I do keep my Cuddle Bug even though I have a Big Shot, just because I do classes and stuff. So up here I have 2 wallets with my Copics in them. I love having them this way because then when you pull them down to use them, there's a place for every marker and you can see exactly which ones you have, and I keep them in order of the color numbers and families and everything. So they're actually in little things like that. So I love these, and I really don't want to go beyond 2 of these because do I really need that many Copics? Probably not. I should have everything I need now in there. And then I have my Big Bite up here. So here's the feet that you'd have to take off every time you were going to put it in the case, and that's just craziness. This is where I keep my Heidi Swap planner, which you're going to see in another video so that I remember to write in it. And then over here, that's a beautiful piece of art that my husband got for me. I have some butterflies that I colored with Prismacolors. And then a whole bunch of canvases that I have made, either with for classes or just for myself. That's a Donna Downey print that she sent me for my birthday. I need to frame it or something, get it up there. Some other little bits on my wall. Here, this is from IKEA quite a long time ago. I don't know if they still have these buckets, but I have 3 of them with washi tape. One of them with all of my twinkling H2Os. And then one of them with like glitter pens. And I have a few of the Montana paint pens and those kinds of things. My Copic pens, the multi-liners, so that they're handy. I have my baby wipes out here. This I got for Christmas, and if you like The Walking Dead, you'll understand. It totally rocks. And I have all my Sharpies and my Bic markers in there. And then this is a box that I made in a class for a tag set last Christmas. So it's just made out of chipboard and then painted. And I was like, you know what, I can probably repurpose that. So I have my little stamp cleaner. I have my little washi tape dispenser. I had the Christmas one in there because I used it for a lot of my packaging. Copic refills, Prismacolor pencil sharpener, mist for my stamp cleaner, cup of water. I use this a lot, the post-it tape, so I keep that out. A couple of roller stamps. This is where I keep I have a palette, and then I keep my distress markers there. My little X-Zyron. I have my Inca Golds, which I love them. That's why they're right out on the top and I can use them lots. My Lumiere paints, which I also really like. And in the back there I have some re-inkers, some little close to heart pigment pads, stays on cleaner, distress stains, silks. And then over here I have distress re-inkers, some stickles, alcohol inks, distress paint, glitter, and you can tell I'm kind of bursting at the seams in here. So I might need to reorganize. I'm thinking I can put these away because it's not like I use them every day, and put out, kind of expand the stuff that I have here. And these shelves I got from a store that was closing, in case you're wondering. And then I have my computer there. Over here I have my tape dispenser, water bottles, and then my mini misters behind there. And the mini misters are just in one of those little towers. And this little container here holds Wink of Stella, pastel pencils, random like white gel pens, that kind of stuff. One below has my little scraper, some of the Ranger cut and dry nibs, some molds, and liquid applique thread, you know, just kind of odds and ends. This is all perfect pearls. If you can tell, I love metallic shimmery things. This one holds all my Tim Holtz inking tools. I have not upgraded to the round ones. I don't know if I'm going to. I've already invested in these. And then I have my little handy drawer of adhesives. So this is just for while I'm creating. I usually only keep like one ATG refill and some score tape in there, pop dots. On that side, I just have my corner chomper, ATG gun. This is the Making Memories little carousel that everybody has, I think. I just got scissors and tools and pens and cords and hot glue, rulers, sanding, distressing kind of stuff in here. Lots of paintbrush, palette knives, screwdriver, never know. Never know when you might need that. Glues. This I love. I just saw Laura Dennison doing this on Following the Paper Trail. Putting, like, what are those called? Baby bottle nipples on top of your glue. Works amazing. I love that tip. It works so good. And then I got more paintbrushes, set of pens, piercing tools, you know, all those kind of little tools. Spatula for the Cricut. These are the Close to My Heart scissors, my main fine tip scissors that I always use. Next to that is my Cricut Expression. It's right, I'm rocking an old school Expression. I love this thing. I don't know that I will ever upgrade. I just find it so easy. I plug my cartridges in, does what I need it to do. Easy peasy. And then there's a window right here, which you're probably getting a lot of glare off of. Down here is all the technique tags for different classes I've done, techniques I've tried. And then my lovely sewing machine. If I don't keep it on my desk, there's no way I will ever use it. Up here, I have all my Prima Color Bloom, and I really need to buy another little, what's this called? It's not a towel rack, but it's a curtain rod, just like a cheap $5 curtain rod, because I have more Color Bloom, and I see that there's more colors coming out, so I'm going to need another one of these for sure. And I have my water cooler up here. It's in here because we used to have a cat and he knew how to turn it on. So I had to have it somewhere where I could close the door, and now I'm just used to having it here. So probably gonna stay. Some tissue palms up there. This is my bin that I have out for like washing my stencils and stuff, but right now it's holding Color Bloom. This is a Close to My Heart medium organizer that has all my Project Life, Picture My Life, all my pocket cards are in here. Holds them. Awesome. I love this because it has little dividers inside of it, so you can like partition it for your 3x4s and then take out one of the little plastic partitions and put your 4x6s in there. Works so good. And you know what? It limits my collection because I refuse to get another container. So if I want to buy more cards, I'm gonna have to use these guys up, or at least give some away or something. Gotta put a limit on it somewhere, right? And then under that, I have a small organizer with tubes of sequins in it. And then this small organizer with the containers and the insert from Close to My Heart. I keep all my metal, like Tim Holtz embellishments. I have some wood veneer and stuff in there. This is another medium organizer. I was gonna say large, but no, it's medium. And this one has Lindy's Stamp Gang, extra stickles, micro beads, those kinds of things. And then I have two more of the small organizers that have brads and buttons and all those kinds of little things. I also have another one of these that has the foam insert for the acrylic blocks, but I have it down in my classroom right now. These are I Am Roses flowers. These are just like regular flowers. This drawer was almost completely empty. Just got a whole bunch from Black Friday, so I've bulked it up again. I feel better. And then this one, oh, it's hard to open. I have like Tim Holtz grunge board. I have the little epoxy things for my bottle caps. And just like some odds and ends, I have some Tim Holtz rings in here, tags, little Tim Holtz bottles. I could probably honestly go through this drawer and kind of clean it out, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So then I'm just gonna back up here a little bit so you can see from a distance. I have these containers, and those are from, I got a couple of them from Costco when they used to carry them, and a couple of them from Michael's. Costco is like half the price of Michael's, but you know, use your coupons. These containers up here are all empty because they're waiting for classes. Those are what I put all my class product in. And then I have holiday paper, so any Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's, all goes in there. Wedding and baby. And then the rest is all divided out by company. Simple stories. Oh, I shouldn't say it's by company. I do have some vintage and script paper. And then I think of a bin of various graphic 45, various pattern paper because I didn't have enough of each company to have a whole bin. Bo Bunny, Heidi Swap. This is Heidi Swap embellishments. If you can tell, I really like Heidi Swap. This one is all stuff for pages for my husband. Papers and things that he's picked out or that I've set aside that I want to do some scrapbooking for him. This is all specialty paper. It's hard to see, it's right down on the floor level. So glitter, adhesive sheets, vellum, acetate, and the stuff below is same thing, kind of watercolor paper, glossy paper, sticky back canvas, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll do the one next to it, and then we're gonna go back under my desk. So I have pictures sitting here waiting to be scrapbooked from Costco. My iron, big roll of washi tape, Gypsy, which I hardly ever use, my Tim Holtz 2-hole punch. This is how I store my dies. So it's really heavy to do one-handed. Not super organized, but it works for me for now. I'm pretty happy with it. Just kind of check everything in there, and then when I want something, I just rifle through. So all my spellbinders, any thin dies is what's in that one. Embossing powders, so those are just all in there like that. The little bit of pan pastel that I have, I'm waiting to get the whole set. And sheets of chipboard and some plastic paper. These two are close to my heart paper packs. So I do monthly clubs with Close to My Heart, and if I have any left over or I buy a special pack because I know I have a project in mind, I keep it in there. And then I have all Close to My Heart cardstock. That's the only cardstock I use because it just makes sense. They have really nice cardstock, and I use a lot of their paper, so it just works out. So I have them kind of divided out by colors. And then I have like my white and cream, and in my cardstock I have full sheets, and then I have bags where I keep all my scraps of those colors, and I find that usually works better if I keep them all together like that. And now I'm just gonna flip you around and go back underneath my desk. So we'll start at this end, I guess. I have some 8.5 by 11 cardstock, transparencies, and some hazel and ruby masks kind of tucked in there. And then I have 12 by 12 bags, Close to My Heart kits for my monthly clubs, the ones that are waiting to be created. And then I have class boxes, all those down there are just class boxes, and the bottom one are pictures and any like ephemera from trips or whatever that I want to hold on to that has not been scrapbooked yet goes in the bottom one. Beside it, it's kind of a bit of a mess. That's where I keep cardboard for any projects that I want to do, thin cardboard for die cutting, that kind of stuff. I have some stamping mats, a Versamat. This one here is a block organizer, the old style. The scary bin beside it is my scraps. I think it's time to purge it out and give those to a school or something, because yeah, that's crazy. And then I have a huge garbage can beside it because I really hate emptying my garbage. With all the kits I cut and stuff, I end up with so many little bits and pieces of things and tape and whatever. So that's in there. And then I have Creative Memories, actually like little file thing where I keep all my stickers, alphabet stickers, etc. Right here is a big basket with a whole bunch of blank cards. And then this is usually where I keep my trimmer, my binder for my classes and stuff because I use it so much. I have a paper shredder right there. And then just turning this way. This is where I keep my planner, my catalog, different things that I need like that. Ink pads, these are all Distress inks and a few Averyl pigment inks. Heat tools, earbuds, phone charger, that kind of stuff goes in there. Baggies for doing up my class kits. And down here are my art journals, which I just switched this around and made that drawer into my art journal drawer, and I love it. So nice having it there. I have a long reach stapler. This is a phone for my iPhone. So I can plug it in if I'm talking on the phone for a really long time. I don't get a cramp in my shoulder. My stamps for labeling the backs of my cards are here. I have a big C that I got at Michael's, and then I have one that actually has my name on it that was custom from Close to My Heart. And then a regular stapler. This is a bit of a mess, but I go in this drawer all the time. I have my Tim Holtz blocks. I have my archival ink pads, Versamark, Stays On. Those kinds of ink pads are in there. Some spoons, some sponges. All my twine is in here. Ribbon. And I recently just purged out a whole bunch of ribbon because I never use it. So, shimmer trim. I usually tend to use a lot of twine. These I just got. They're the Prima wired ribbon. Like that a lot. And then, if I can open this, punches, punch boards, etc. This kind of just has stuff chucked in here. I just got this and I ordered it online. I didn't realize how ginormous it was going to be. It's from We Are Memory Keepers, and they make big punches. So I need to put it somewhere because it does not fit in there very well. So just hang on here. I'm going to spin you around. So now we're facing all my paper organization here. Next to that, I have this rack here, which I begged and begged my mom for when I was a kid because I used to love acrylic painting, and so it's actually 4 these little bottles of acrylic paint. And that's, I have one side, and I don't know if you can get this anymore from Michael's. I don't think so. I've had it since I was a kid, so guessing not. And then I have all my Heidi Swap mist, Perfect Pearl mist, a little bit of Tattered Angels that I never use. All my dilutions are in here. Label maker, which I have to take the batteries out every time because I had one leak on me. And then this basket here has a whole bunch of like alterable things in it. I'm not really gonna dig through it too much. It's just all empty stuff that I can alter. On this shelf here, this is a mini album that I'm working on for my 30th birthday, 30th year, whatever, kind of about me. Usually stuff gets stuck here that before it needs to be put away, or new stuff that I want to use or whatever. And then I have some project bins, Hawaii trip, my niece, and then I have finished layouts, Cricut cartridges, and the Cricut cartridges are actually in like that container that's made for cartridges. I don't remember who makes it, but you have all the little cartridges there and then all the books beside it. I love it. Works really good for the way I work. Then this is all the stuff that goes with my 30th album. Previous Disney trips. Yeah, I have a lot of Disney. A lot of Disney to scrapbook. And this is my templates. So that's a Project Life binder, as you can probably guess. And then these are the Project Life inserts that have the 6x6. So that's where I have all of my 6x6 stencils. They're all tucked in there with some white cardstock behind them. And now I have the Prima ones. These are bigger than 6x6, which is kind of annoying. So they go into 12x12 one. And then pretty much stuff is just odd sizes because their 12 by 12 stencils are actually taller than 12 by 12, so they don't quite fit in 12 by 12 page protectors, but whatever. So then I have all my 12 by 12 stencils, and I think that's it. Oh, at the back I have like little piercing templates and some Tim Holtz, what's this called? This is the mask sheets, like the clear stuff, so you can make your own masks. And this blue stuff that you see over here, that is from like a report cover, and I tried cutting it in my Cricut. It works amazing. So I've made a couple little templates on my Cricut, and I would like to do more of that. So I just need to pick up some more of those report covers. So then over here, that bin in the corner has a bunch of tissue paper and book pages. These here are photo boxes without the lids, and those hold my Bigs dies. So my Tim Holtz alterations, my Bigs dies, those all go in there. And I just gotta slide over. This gap right here, very narrow. Not a lot of room to show you what's going on in here. Because this shelf here, this is like from Canadian Tire or something like that, just a metal shelf unit, and it keeps my door from opening all the way. Hence, and then this goes out too far, so I have a very narrow walk into my room. But oh well, not a big deal. So over here, I have an iris container of page protectors, flip flaps. I just recently moved my ephemera, and what else did I have over here? My ephemera, oh, and my chipboard pieces, because I don't use them that much. They were in those other containers where you saw my paper, but I just moved them over because I don't use them that much. Calendar layouts, I make calendars for my grandparents every Christmas, so as I make layouts, I put them in here. Fabric, melt art supplies, new class product, which, it's kind of stuff that I have nowhere else to put it, ends up in there. Copic paper, like I said, all my chipboard shapes, glue guns, but this is also melt art because I have my like beeswax and UT and stuff in there. So beneath this shelf, I'm just gonna try and back up here a little bit. I have these 3 albums. These are my mom's photo albums. They're sitting here because they need to be scanned into my computer, and I have not done that yet. One day. I have my 2.5-inch Xyron, a bunch of how-to books, and the workshops on the go instructions from all the workshops I've done, some glitter foam, 5-inch Xyron, and then all my Xyron refills. Just a second, I gotta scooch that door open. And then these are envelopes and card bases, different sizes. The ones that you saw under my desk were like the typical sizes I always use for all my classes. These are like odd sizes. So I keep those there. And I think I covered everything. You will notice that on my closet there are no doors. It's because I needed the space. I didn't want to give up even a foot of space because it had bifold doors on it, and too much of a waste of space. So right here is where I film. It's my little monopod that holds my camera, looking down at my table. And yeah, that's it. That's my room. If you have any questions or there's something you want me to go a little more in depth on or whatever, just leave me a comment. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.